galaxy is burning. Brother fights brother, and treason splits the Imperium of Man. This is the age of darkness. Whether you're a warrior of the Legiones Astartes, an adept of the Mechanicum, or just a mere mortal in a universe of madness, you'll find a place here. Welcome to the Remembrancers Retreat, coming to you from within the depths of the Vengeful Spirit.
If Magnus did nothing wrong, I certainly don't want to do anything right. My name is Jesse Irvin. This is the Remembrancers Retreat. I am here with Will and Steven. How's everyone doing today?
Pretty good.
Well, I don't know who this Will guy is. My name is Lasrifle Gary. I'm stationed here with the 63rd Expeditionary Force with the Chthonian Headhunters, actually.
Well, glad to meet you, Mr. Lasrifle Gary. Is that your name?
Yeah. I'm just a regular auxiliaryman.
Is your first name Lasrifle and your last name is Gary?
It's actually a surname.
Lasrifle is or Gary is?
No, Gary.
Okay, so your name is Lasrifle.
Yeah.
Of House Gary.
Of House Gary.
I see.
All right, that's fine. I mean, naming conventions get weird 10,000 years. You know, it's whatever.
Yep, so Larry, what brings you onto the show tonight?
Well, I heard you guys were a bunch of remembrancers, and you guys were talking about some past battles that we were in. And, I just came down here to get a drink and see what you all are up to, really.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much what we do here. We just sit around, BS, drink, and just chat.
Yeah, because I'm Lasrifle Gary.
Yeah.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lasrifle Gary. I'm here with the 63rd Expeditionary Force. So what brings you guys down to the Remembrancers Retreat, then?
Well, we got a big show today for us. We're going to be talking a little bit about upcoming events, some charity work. We're going to talk a little bit about the White Scars.
Oh, yeah, those guys that worship that corpse emperor dude, right? Wait, no, I guess he's not.
Oh, you fucked up. You fucked up.
You broke character.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no character here.
Are you a psyker? Have you seen into the future?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you precogniscient?
I'm lactose intolerant, if that's what you mean.
So, in addition to the White Scars, we're also
a heavy flamer, Jerry.
We're also going to be talking about the generic Legion units that are now new and approved, and try to avoid dropping stuff.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show. So Lasrifle Gary.
Yeah. That's me, Lasrifle Gary of the 63rd Expeditionary Force, stationed here on the Vengeful Spirit.
So, what are you doing?
Chthonian Headhunters.
So you're just down here, just chilling out?
I came here for a drink.
Oh, okay.
I heard there were some sleuths down here.
Yeah.
Some of the remembrancers were kind of sleuty. Was looking to get with some of them.
No.
No?
No.
Nope.
You came to the wrong table here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Slander.
Well, I'm here already, so we might as well just keep going.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess so.
So, Steven, where are you from?
Terra.
The holy home world.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're dropping a lot of holiness and things.
You know what? I guess I'm not really religious because it's against, the imperial truth and whatnot. I just kind of...
Been picking up those pamphlets.
What pamphlets?
What pamphlets are you talking about?
Yeah. If there were pamphlets, would you tell us about them?
Since y'all are cool remembrancers, maybe. But I can't say I know what y'all are talking about. He's I'm Lasrifle Gary, stationed here with the 63rd Expeditionary Force, Chthonian Headhunters, and we just follow Horus's word. We don't worship anybody, no dark gods or nothing like that.
No, of course not.
Of course not.
No.
But if there were dark
There's not even
gods,
such thing.
you would tell us, right?
Yeah.
If maybe we were close to the 17th Legion, maybe? Erebus, and,
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard. Who's this guy? Earbust?
Jesse, get the discipline master.
That reminds me.
God damn it, he's still alive.
Boy, someone's passing those that will not die.
Got a bit of that feel no pain, if you know what I mean, gentlemen.
You're T3. How do you get a feel no pain?
Well, our medics, I guess. They're not really apothecaries.
What is the difference between a medicae and an apothecary?
Money spent on equipment, I would imagine?
Power armor? And some gene seed, I would imagine.
Yeah, more Band-Aids probably, too.
I guess so.
I've heard that the Legiones Astartes, whenever their apothecaries come around, they can't actually heal us mortals because they'll just overdose us with all the meds.
You know, that's an interesting perspective that I've never thought about, that giant reductor needle might not inject you with anything. It might just punch straight through you and leave you to bleed out.
You just hold still. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no. There's a real small window here.
I mean, it's happened to a couple of us in the barracks. I mean, you just get, like, it's just real quick, blah, 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 in and out.
So do your Medicaes have a smaller mortal-sized narthecium? Or do they just come over and chainsaw you?
And pokey things, and they just stab us and cut away bullets and burns, and that's it. They patch us up with some Band-Aids and send us out on our way.
Well, you know what the Mechanicum says? Who needs a real doctor when you have my machines and their scary needles?
I once saw a man whose leg was cut off during battle, and the Medicaid just cut the other leg off
He was
and put him in a wheelchair to save time, I guess. I don't know, but they gave him a Lasrifle again, and he's back out there in the field right now.
With prosthetic legs, or is he still in the chair?
He's still in the chair.
That's amazing.
They can't afford wheels for it either. It's just like a chair with 4 legs.
So what's next for Lasrifle Gary?
Well, I'm thinking maybe get hooked up with the Velitari, you know, with like one of them power axes.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe even one of them Volkite chargers. I once saw a man shoot a plane out of the sky with one of those.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's a nice shot.
It's nice.
He also burnt his dick off with it while cleaning, but that's a whole nother story.
I mean, you know what they say. If you want a cool Martian death ray, sometimes you got to lose a dick or two.
Yeah, that's the
fine.
saying. People say it all the time.
Yeah, you've heard it.
Yeah. What's the saying again?
If you want a cool Martian death ray, sometimes you got to burn off a dick or two.
Dick or two.
Yeah.
Some people get that tattooed on their pants.
On their pants?
Yeah, not their
Tattooed
skin,
on their
just
pants.
on their pants.
I see.
So like a stamp, not really like a tattoo.
Well, I guess if you want to call it a stamp, I don't know what stamps are, though. We don't have that kind of money where I'm from. I'm from a moon on Pluto, by the way. Small little one. You might not have heard of it.
I haven't. What is it? I didn't know that Pluto had moons.
Yeah, I'm from...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you spell that?
It's GHCHQQRE Kerchunk.
Ka-chunk.
Spelled out.
So you're not actually from Cathonia?
No. Please don't tell my superior officers. They'd be so goddamn mad.
Is that why you're hiding down here in the bar?
I really don't even know if I'm part of the Solar Auxilia. I just grabbed a rifle. I'm from the last planet we stopped at. 6319, actually, if you guys want to be real about this.
How the hell did you get from to 6319?
Well, I guess I'm not actually from a moon on Pluto, if the truth must be told, but it won't be here.
I mean, Imperial Truth.
What?
That'd be a good name for a podcast, The Imperial Truth. I wonder if that's out there.
I wonder.
Great title for
What's
a podcast.
a podcast?
Don't worry about it.
That's like this, right? Where we're talking on the Vox, but it's recorded?
It's...
No?
The Discipline Master.
No, that's a Voxcast, which is also a great title for a podcast.
Yeah, man.
God. Well, what's a podcast then? Is that like when you're in a drop pod and you're casting out of it?
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's just it's live casting
So
from a
it's
drop
something
pod.
only the Legiones Astartes can do.
Yeah, basically.
Oh.
Or just
And then they
just a
send us
really eager mortal and just toss themselves
Yeah, I
in there.
once saw a drop pod get shoved full of shitty-ass goat boys and get shot out the airlock, and they used it to assault the place called Santa Claus. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did they survive?
Hell if I know, man. I was in the ship. How would I know what happened on the planet? I'm just a rifleman.
I mean, did you ever see them come back though?
I have yet
Have you
to
seen
see
them-
any
have you
goat
s-
people walking around, so I guess they didn't.
Drop pods.
Great for killing goatmen.
Yeah.
Who'd have known? So
Really,
I don't
that's-
want to interrupt y'all's cast anymore. So
I wonder
Well,
if that's
thank you for coming on to this
Yeah.
pod or this.
do you mind if I hang around?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Just
Okay.
just grab a seat over there.
All right. Thank
Far
you.
And,
away
just
from the microphone.
Just turn around and
Walk.
go grab that, or keep going,
Walk.
keep going, keep going,
Sit.
keep going.
Ow, my legs! I'm going to end up like four-leg Gary. My brother.
Thank you, Lasrifle Gary. Thanks for coming on the show.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Who the fuck was that weirdo back there?
We have
I don't
no
know.
idea.
I tell you, recruitment and quality control has gotten.
Did I hear him
really
say he
lax.
was 6319? How did he get on the ship
Something-
even?
we don't know.
Yeah, it was weird. There was a whole lot.
All
of
right. Well, I'm here. Thanks for letting me go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah,
guys.
no problem. No
So,
problem.
what do we got for the show today?
So, first things first, got a little list in show notes here, which I feel so fancy now.
Yeah,
and I can
What
actually
cast
have
are
it
we
written
on?
down.
What is this?
This is the
episode?
remembered this 80.
We're in the 80s.
89. Yeah,
Yeah, it only
upper
took
80s.
us some 85 plus episodes to
to even
remember
actually
to-
sit in the same room together. and
Yeah.
talk much that.
much less show notes.
Yeah. So, first things first, Steven,
Yeah.
your event.
Yeah.
It's coming up here soon, isn't it?
Very
Yep.
soon.
Next week. Next
Yeah.
weekend. Yep.
The 8th of June.
Yep.
I was hoping it was. Was hoping we had something this weekend. Like I'm itching to play, and then I forgot it was next weekend. I was a little heartbroken, but not disappointed because it's still happening.
Yeah. Just think of it as anticipation, just building.
Yeah.
Building, building, building. It will never. No, none of that. No, that's unnecessary.
So what's happening, Greywyrm? We've been there before, right?
Yeah, that was our first event. Our very first
Yeah.
event was Greywyrm.
What's happened to the planet since then? 'Cause
Well, a moon got dropped on it,
It did.
so that
yeah.
was unfortunate for the planet.
Well, I mean, depending if you were living on the moon, I'm sure, or living on the planet, I'm sure. But if you were in a ship light years away,
if you were living inside the moon and were perhaps a timeless demon from beyond space, it was probably a good time for you.
yeah,
But where would you find one of those?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is the man next to you.
But anyway, we don't have time to unpack all of
Yeah,
that.
all those inside jokes.
Uh,
So, yeah, let's.
yeah.
First
So,
of all, so yeah.
story-wise, after the moon got dropped on the forge, the Dark Mechanicum stayed behind and was excavating the ruins. And they found deep underneath the forge, not only was Greywyrm a forge world, it had big, huge
It was
vaults.
also like a test facility.
Yeah, it
for
was-
like
well, it was-
some STCs that were particularly deadly. For
Mm-hmm.
example, like Baneblade chassis that had barrage weapons on them.
Yep. There
So
was.
who knows what else was there, right?
Yeah, well, I know. I know
okay.
it was there
I
because
would
I wrote
imagine
it.
since
Yeah.
you wrote the event.
Turns out it was knights. It
Oh.
was lots and lots of knight armors being held, waiting for a knight house that needed them.
Mm-hmm.
But they've just been mothballed under the forge for who knows how long. So the word bearers got the bright idea, hey, we don't have any scions, but we do have a whole lot of demons.
Yeah.
Let's just stuff demons in them.
If it fits, it sits.
That's right. That's exactly how demons see their hosts. So, whole bunch of demon knights are not really sleeping, more like in the process of being awoken under the
In
forge.
the binding process.
In the
I
binding
suppose,
process,
right?
yeah, under the forge. And a knight errant got word and decided to grab as many loyalists as he could and head to the ruins of Greywyrm to try and put a stop to that. So that's where we are storyline-wise. That's going to translate.
We're not talking like one banner of knights either. We're talking hundreds of knights.
We're
are
talking like a whole night house worth of knights.
Yeah. Definitely a tool that we don't want the traitors to have.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate for the for loyalists.
Yeah.
So the objective of this game is going to be loyalists are going to be trying to destroy the ritual bunker and kill Erebus, both of which are crucial to the ritual being successful.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really, I should have just said, "Hey, yeah, come to this event. The objective is to kill Erebus," and
Everybody would have immediately signed up.
everybody would have. I would have signed up, and I'm a word bearer.
Yeah.
Just fuck that guy. So it's going to be kind of a timed mission, sort of a thing. If you don't destroy the ritual bunker in time, some real bad stuff is going to happen.
Sure.
Like maybe a whole house full of demon knights are going to come out and wipe the board clean.
Maybe. Or maybe just chain reaction themselves
Yeah,
into oblivion.
that could happen too, as it has in the past. But I really wanted to try something new with this. So instead of, we're gonna try what I call I mean it's not something new, but it's a combined arms detachment. But
Oh, that's right.
Yep,
Yeah,
instead
that's
of
the most
having
appealing
the-
thing about this mission. Go on.
yeah, instead of having the standard every player bring 5,000 points and put 5,000 points on the table, It's going to be closer to every player bring 3,000 points. Each side, Loyalist and Traitor, can only have 5,000 points on the table at once.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is you're going to fill out your respective force organization chart with components from all the armies that have gathered. So you might take, 3 Iron Warriors tactical troops for your troops choice, and then take another 3 Night Lords Assault Marine squads, and those are your 6 troops.
Right.
Back it up with Sons of Horus heavy support, another Night Lords flyer, So it's all going to depend on what's brought to the table.
Yeah. And that's what's great is there is no real list tailoring to any sort of particular faction, since all you know is it's going to be one force org chart. That's all you know. And
Yep. What the army is going to be comprised of is largely going to be at the discretion of each side's War Master. But obviously the subordinate commanders will have a say in what...
Have you already picked out who War Masters are?
It's really going to depend on who shows up. We're good.
Okay, so it'll be decided that day.
It's probably just going to be a voting process like we always do.
Yeah.
But there's going to be some narrative stuff in it. There's a big, as Erebus completes his ritual or goes through the process of it, the warp is going to get awfully sticky. It's going to get kind of wobbly.
Spicy, as I like to
Spicy, yeah.
Spicy
That's a good word. Yeah, the warp's going to get spicy.
Moist. Get
Moist.
real moist.
I don't know about all that. There is going to be, on that note, I have a table set up for what happens at the beginning of every turn.
Ooh, like the warp shenanigan table?
It's I think it's just called Warp Phenomena Table or something like that.
Easy enough.
I wrote it a long time ago. Presumably something in there is what it's called. I have it right here, as a matter of fact. Warp Phenomena Table. So at the beginning of every player turn...
Yeah.
Do you want to spoil all this?
I'm just going to read one or two things off it, kind of as a teaser. At the beginning of every player turn, a D20 is going to get rolled.
Yes.
And it's gonna it'll correspond to something happening on the warp table.
And you really have 20 different...
I have 20 different results written out.
Okay.
So
can you give me, in your opinion, the worst thing that could happen to you and the best thing that could happen to you?
Well, there are some things that are... So the worst thing that could happen to you as a traitor... let's see. Actually, I know what happens the best thing as a traitor is, or as a loyalist, which is, I'm assuming, what you'll play, is option 19. Witnessing such warp-born terrors have driven all loyal soldiers of the Imperium to destroy them utterly. All loyalists gain counterattack for the turn.
Ooh, I like that. Good.
There's one for the traitors up here. Demonic visages manifest from ritual markings and blasphemous trophies. All traitor infantry and walkers gain fear for the turn.
Ooh.
That's pretty fucking good.
Time. There's 3 options in here that is just meteors.
Oh, good. Those are always fun.
Yeah. D3
Blue
attacks
meteor,
are resolved at, and you can't see me, but I'm doing air quotes, random. So you might have a chance to earn giant meteors for your team.
Oh.
Yeah.
You earn them. It's not like...
Yeah.
You're lucky enough to get one meteor smashed on your head.
Yep. I'm going to hold up the meteor-sized template and kind of put forth a brief challenge, and whoever succeeds at the challenge whoever I feel succeeded the best at it wins the meteors. To drop them.
That's good.
Yep.
So you're basically puppet master for this game event.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking, because this is, I think you told me before, this is kind of like your birthday present to yourself.
Correct.
Yeah, to watch us all dance.
Puppets, dance.
What I am imagining is that Steven's going to hold up 3 templates: a small blast, a 5-inch blast, and an apocalypse blast. And he's going to be like, pick one, but you don't know why you're picking it, right? So you're just going to pick it. Pick it. You're like, oh, and then if you pick the small one, he's going to be like, oh, you get to drop a small blast on somebody. He's going to be like, yeah, but if you get cocky and you pick the big one, oh, that's going to land on you. So you lose either way. Steven fucking shenanigans.
There's it's not going to be quite so cut and dry as, this is good for traitors. This is good for loyalists. Depending on, because I know what I want to happen by the end of the game, and I may or may not just throw curveballs to make sure that it does.
Of course.
Yep, but it's going to be good times.
So the map, we haven't talked about it. I know I organized the event, so I requested 3 tables.
How many tables is this going to be on? If it's 5,000 points per side, are you planning to have it spread out over a 12 by 4 or a single
I was
6
hoping
by
to just
4?
kind of put 2 tables together.
Yeah.
And kind of get it not quite so crowded, because I might actually change what can and can't be on the table
Sure.
as the turns
If
go.
everybody brings in 3K and
Just
at the last 2 rounds, you're just like, fuck, put everything in.
bring it on.
Yeah.
Man,
Yep.
why not?
So
have the space
I wanted to have more space than I necessarily needed.
there? Absolutely.
As they say, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it
Yeah.
and not have it.
Sure.
But there will be a giant Castellum stronghold smack dab in the middle.
Just one?
Just one,
Why not Dave's also
because I don't think Dave's coming.
for a supercast? I'm sure we could still ask him. I don't know. Hey,
Hey,
I know.
Dave, you listening?
Dave, you listening?
Can I borrow your giant space fortress?
Can we buy your big, moist space fortress?
Why are you like this?
Spicy.
Your spicy space fortress.
Oh,
But yeah,
boy.
I think, man, if we got 2 of them, that'd be a lot more doomity.
Yeah, the game is also a little bit of an experiment, so I'm not entirely sure. Because Castellums are way tougher than a lot of people give them credit for.
Well,
Even when Jared and I played our 10,000 point game, I was throwing everything I had at those walls and only got it to about 50%.
yeah.
I still
You
couldn't
didn't
destroy
have
it.
an Order Reductor Archmagos Reductor with Conversion Beamer.
That is true. I did not.
Good Lord.
Oh
When I saw that today, just a side note, did they get all that good damage
tough, yeah.
addition to where with a strength 10 AP1 conversion beamer, that's plus 2 onto the table,
Yeah.
plus another 1 for Master of Destruction.
Oh.
He just needs a 4 to explode something.
Converted to atomic vapor.
Yeah. Pretty cool little dude.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
it sounds like a
excited
fun
for
event,
that.
and I'm
Yeah.
super excited.
There's
Jesse,
going to be
what do you bring?
surprise support. It's going to be good times.
Oh, you know me. I don't make lists until like the last day or 2.
You're right.
It'll probably be Dark Angels would be a safe bet.
Yeah, we'll guess.
Probably some Land Raiders. Those
Yeah.
are always fun.
Jesse's
There's a
bringing
50-50 chance he's
models.
gonna bring models. Yeah.
Yeah. But that being said, there were some questions that people had regarding the army composition.
Yeah.
So I will clear those up now.
Will this be out in time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you are bringing a Rite of War within your individual 3,000 point list, the Rite of War benefits apply only to your models.
Right.
If you are bringing apothecaries, they take up 1 elite slot, but may be placed in any eligible unit, regardless of Legion allegiance. Wow, that was a really
Ooh, so if somebody has a bunch of apothecaries, they can divvy them out to the team.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
They will confer their Legion as a Starday's trait to the squad.
Fucking shit.
Huh.
Yep. So bring bring doctors. You might need them.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put one of my apothecaries with Jared's breachers. You get T6 breachers versus shooting.
I mean, in some instances, the rules like in Armor and Violet for Iron Hands are
Yes.
only going to apply to the model.
Yes.
It'll apply to the,
That's what the rules say.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Just
all
want to make
humor,
sure.
Stephen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to cheese your game.
Yeah.
I'm not there to ruin your event.
I mean, you can. Just be aware that
will.
I'm going to bring a giant meteor and drop it on you.
Please, no.
Strength 10 doesn't care about T6.
I don't think T6 cares about strength 10.
It does when it has instant death.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it doubles
Yeah.
him out of his goddess. I'll go gravy, man.
Yeah. So do what you want. Just be aware.
Yeah.
There will be
That's what I
consequences.
love when you preface a game saying this is highly narrative. Means I can come up anytime I want and ruin your day. If you think you're doing super
I
good.
can and I will.
Yeah.
I,
how's it going? You're winning? All right. Well, not anymore. I'm sorry, man.
yeah,
all
we'll
your,
see
all
about
your vehicles
that.
are snap shooting now. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, there's actually one of the warp phenomena is that all vehicles immediately just move up 12 inches.
Oh, their machine spirits are like, let's go.
Yep. If they hit something that's impassable, they ram it and take a whole point.
Why is there
Oh,
this
nice.
brick on the gas pedal?
But if,
Nerdlings like,
effectively what that means is everybody's gone at cruising speed, so they're snap firing.
yeah. Especially if it's both sides.
Yeah,
like
just-
everybody's like,
Yep.
Cool,
Everybody
we're
come
all
on up.
here now, man.
the massive infantry that's going to be between those
smushed.
two.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Yep.
That's good, man. I can't wait. I'm super excited. It's been a long time, first off, since we had a mega battle. I do enjoy the one-offs. Like, we've talked about this before, Jesse. The one-on-ones are fun, but it's definitely... The mega battles, I think, are where it's, like, chill. Everybody, like, the rules are...
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know something, you're not interrupting somebody's game. You're just like, what are my unit's rules? I never played my own army, so...
Oh, maybe I'll just bring House Viridian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knights
Bring
on
those,
knights,
bring those
baby.
armigers out for a test ride.
Oh, yeah.
Narrative shenanigans.
Oh, no.
Yeah, just
I'm
be
going to
aware.
bring one custode.
Custodians,
Valdor
Sisters of
only.
Silence, and Night Houses are allowed, but are subject to narrative shenanigans.
But Knight Errants are not, is what you're telling me.
Knight Errants, I actually
I don't even
haven't
have
said
Knight
this
Errants.
yet. But if you have Knight Errants, bring
Yeah.
them.
Shit, I got to get Garrow painted like
Highly
immediately now.
encouraged to bring them. Well, named characters, you kind of have to take account of where they are supposed to be within the timeline. I.e., if you don't think that they would
Garrow
be...
doesn't have much accountability.
It's true. I mean, he's on Terra at some point, and
Yeah,
that's
we'll
it.
never know.
He's on Istvan at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
he gets from Macragge to Istvan to fucking Terra and back again.
Garrow gets around.
He
does.
does.
Most knight errants do.
He moves at the speed of plot, that's for sure.
But yeah, Greywyrm, June 8th, Battlegrounds at noon.
Midlothian, Virginia.
in Midlothian, Virginia. 11 o'clock drinks next door.
Yeah, baby.
Perfect. All right, with that, thank you, Stephen. And we're going to go right into your other project. You're going
God,
Yeah, I'm going to
no.
make you keep on talking.
I'm trying to paint dreadnoughts.
So let's talk about this Extra Life charity that we're doing,
Alrighty, so the Extra
your
Life
heading.
charity.
I should say.
Oh boy. Don't put that kind of responsibility on me. Think of the children, Jesse.
Well, you've been the driving force. You've been
Yeah, you really
Keeping
have
us all
been
in
the
check.
one pushing this thing. I know I don't have either nor bits nor time to donate to this project, but it's been nice to see you take the mantle and run with this.
So, like Jesse said, the Bits for Extra Life is our current, well, it's our first, actually, charity event. And everybody's played this game before, where there is a container full of something. Jelly beans, Reese's, candy,
Toothbrushes,
coins, anything that's small and can fit in a
Magnum,
container.
dong bags.
Yeah, just, human fingers.
We've all played the game, okay?
Yeah. So you take a guess at how many
I was
of,
thinking Reese's Pieces.
Nope.
And you just went, oh, God.
Human pieces.
Yeah, you...
Pieces of Reese himself.
Pieces of Reese himself.
Mr. Reese, no.
The man, the myth, the dismembered confectioner. Anyway, so you take a guess at how many, orphan fingernails are inside the jar.
Right.
And whoever is closest to the total actual number without going over,
Price is Right rules.
wins the jar. I don't
Yeah.
know why you want a jar full of orphan fingernails, but whatever. I'm not judging you.
Clearly
Do
you've
what you gotta do.
never tasted them.
Yep.
A magic warp. Of course, of orphan fingernails. anyway,
So, yeah.
Extra Life.
Yeah.
All right, let's just
Doing it. Think of the
Christ.
children. All of them.
So, this is going to be
it's
good,
the same
though,
concept. Yeah.
Because how many jars do you have?
3.
And now is there a grand prize to win all 3?
So there's one jar, one big jar
To
that
guess.
that you'll be guessing on. The 2 smaller jars will have their own number noted. You won't be guessing them, but if your guess happens to be closest to those other 2 consolation jars, you win that jar.
Ah.
Yep. And I have so far sourced a couple thousand bits.
Yeah, they're
for
good
this
sized
project.
jars too.
Yeah.
We're not talking like they're
The big one is a gallon.
yeah.
It's
These
a
are
full
not
gallon.
like little tiny jam jars or something like that. That's full of bits. No.
Nope, they are they're sizable. They're weighty. If you hit a man over the head with it, you might kill him. Don't, but you could.
You could try.
You could try.
My bits.
Yep. They're very pointy too. So what we're gonna do is come the beginning of June, I'm going to put the gallon jar on the counter at Battlegrounds in Midlothian, Virginia, and anybody can come, take a gander, pick up the jar, give it a shake, try and math out however many are in there, and accompanying is going to be the link to the Extra Life charity page for the Remembrancers Retreat. You will make a donation of $5 for one guess. You can make as many donations of $5 as you want, because obviously the idea is to raise money for this charity. So we're not just going to limit you to one.
Right.
You'll put your name, you'll put your guess, because it gives you a little text box, and then we will be getting emails for that, and we will be keeping track of who's guessing what and how many guesses and so forth, and then in about a month and a half, we'll do a reveal of who the actual winner is.
Nice.
And if you're unfamiliar with Extra Life, what it is it is a organization that combats childhood cancer. It provides funds to families who have children who are fighting cancer. It provides toys and entertainment to kids at the hospital fighting cancer. It's just giving cancer a big old finger. Because fuck cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
that's-
cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's a hashtag for this episode. Fuck cancer.
Awesome. I'll make a note of that.
Yep. But that's all for that.
Yep.
And
And
extra
that's
bits.
and you're looking to put that. When are we going to start that at Battlegrounds?
At the beginning of June.
Beginning of June.
This Friday, I believe.
Saturday, I think, is
Saturday.
the first. Yep.
Saturday, yep, because my
right.
birthday's on the 8th.
Cool. So in addition to the, Greywyrm, you also be bringing out the old bits bottle.
Yep, and there are bits for 40K, there's bits for fantasy, there's third-party bits in there. I've tried to get bits for just about every army that I can. So if you don't necessarily play Space Marines, Orcs, Necrons, whatever, take a guess anyway, because there's probably bits in there for your army, and even if there's not, now you have perfect trading material for your friends who do have the bits that you want.
Sounds good.
It's our free market economy at work.
All right. So with that, I'd also like to say for Richmond 30K, we also now have 2019 T-shirts.
Yeah, really brew cruise style, right? Like
Yeah.
really like chilled, laid back beach vibes coming from it.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that
Color
worked out.
palette is like real summer like. I mean, for a summer shirt,
Yeah.
good, baby.
Plus,
Yeah.
there's a couple of hidden inside jokes there for those of you who recognize,
Who live in Richmond
who live in Richmond, yeah.
and lovingly know the James River. But yeah, so we got T-shirts, we got classic fit shirts, we got some slim fit, soft material premium shirts.
Do we have tank tops?
We don't
'Cause
have
that's
tank
real
tops.
summer.
I'll see about tank tops. Maybe
I
I,
don't
can have some
know.
tank. I don't know.
I wouldn't wear a tank top.
Yeah, I don't think any one
These
of
are
our number
these are
would wear
mostly
a
for
tank top.
Nova. Usually you just show up
Yeah.
in Nova in these
Yeah.
bad
It's
boys.
true.
What
It's
do
so people
the
know.
numbers he's rolling? Do those mean anything in particular?
Nope, just dice.
Oh,
He's rolling 3d6. Like, what is he?
Well, the first initial artwork was one die. I was like, that doesn't look right.
yeah.
No one knows.
That looks like
I didn't know if
Vegas
it was
gambling.
rolling
Give me a couple dice.
804 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I don't think you can roll an 8 on a d6.
Well, it doesn't matter. For suspension of disbelief, you could have just written 8 on there. But in the future,
Yeah, we'll think of that for the 2020 T-shirt.
yeah.
But yeah, we got little stickers if you just
Some,
want
I
to
know,
slap
yeah.
on.
That's what I love the stickers, man.
Yep, this is on the Richmond 30K Teespring site, which you can find. We got a link to it on our Facebook page. And if you're a member of Richmond 30K on Facebook, link's right there on the top.
Hey, and on the note of stickers, send us photos of what you put stickers on.
We do like sticker
Not
photos.
your genitalia.
Yep. Don't do that. Don't.
Don't
won't-
do that.
we won't
Mom
post
is going to
that.
be disappointed.
Especially if you happen to be a welder, I definitely want to see some stickers on some hard hats, because
Ooh, yeah.
I have learned that welders are crazy for stickers.
They love their stickers. It's just a thing.
Every time I see a welder at a new site, they're like, "Hey, you got any stickers for your company I can
Oh.
put on my hard hat?"
You know what he's doing? He's rolling leadership for word bearers. That's what he's doing.
Oh, it's weird that he's
Oh,
not
the
colored like
3D6?
the word bearers.
I mean, he's just using their Legion trait.
I see. He's got an apothecary with him.
Yeah, that's
But yeah,
it.
now I think about it, stickers on a welding helmet. Isn't that just causing more of a fire hazard?
I mean, the stickers
is.
can only burn so much.
Yeah,
Actually,
but when you stick 200 on there, you got a little thick layer
Wait,
cake
wait,
of
wait, wait,
stickers.
wait, wait. No. Nobody's sticking that much on.
fool, ye fool. What's funny is that OSHA says you can't have stickers on your hard hat because it can cover up blemishes in the hat like a crack. But then all of the site locations are like, yeah, you got to have our sticker displayed on the outside of your hard
Our
hat.
safety sticker.
Yep.
As long as you're inspecting your hard hat, you're fine.
Yep. It's good. Just press each sticker firmly to make sure that the hard hat doesn't have any give underneath.
I mean, why not just, if there are any cracks, ramen. We've all seen
Oh
that.
yeah.
Ramen.
I don't know. I'm
going to start using ramen to fill gaps on my models.
If you haven't seen that video, folks,
Go watch it. Do
No,
yourself a
it's-
favor. A man fixes a sink, a wooden model, his car, all of it, a cup and a bowl, all of it with ramen.
he just takes a handful of dry ramen,
Crunches
10
it
cent
up.
bags, just
Yeah.
crunch and just stuffs it in there. Then begins to add super glue to it.
Super glue, and it works just like an activator, like baking soda or whatever. So yeah, it becomes brick hard. He then sands it, files it down, paints it, and you can't even tell. It's phenomenal.
I mean, I've used green stuff to cover up holes in the wall at an apartment before, and they just painted over it with.
Fuck expensive is
Yeah.
that, Steven?
Aren't you-
Good lord.
Toothpaste, dude. Toothpaste.
Thank you. Why do I seem to be the only person who knows about
I didn't know about toothpaste. All I know is that there was a tiny hole in the wall from Attack, so I just took like it wasn't
Attack?
huge balls. Just like
Attack? And you
nails
actually filled
and
that
tacks
in?
and things.
Yeah.
I would just left that.
Well,
I do.
it
I'm
was
just like paint will fill that.
look. It was. I would have, but it was Metro Properties. So anyone who's lived in Richmond and never had to rent from Metro.
Anytime I move into a place, I immediately look at them and say, I'm not getting my deposit back, so you can keep that. And they're like, what is that a threat? And I'm like, I'm going to fuck this place up. Sir, why are you going to do that to your own domicile? Because I don't care.
I'm a man on the edge.
Yeah, exactly. So after bits for Extra Life, what do we have then?
We got some White Scar action.
We do. We're
Ryan
waiting
should be
for
on here in a
Ryan.
few
He
minutes.
should be here in a second, right?
Yeah, he'll be online.
So in the
here pretty soon.
meantime, let's talk shop.
Let's talk shop.
Let's talk shop. Did you guys do anything in the hobby recently? We didn't ask that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, what have you been up to? Actually, I know what you've been up to. Why don't you share with the rest of us what
So
you've been up to?
I finished Legio Mortis today.
Looks beautiful.
They had,
You know what we ought to have? We ought to have like a bell whenever someone on the cast finishes a project.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some of these I'm not sure what they do.
hold on, let me try it again. I finished Legio Mortis today.
That was nice. I'm not sure what.
Let's try that. I finished Legio Mortis today.
This is the one you want.
Perfect. Dab on the maters.
Dab.
Yep. So
are
that's
way
good.
too old.
That project is done, and I have enough Titans to play an Axiom Maniple and have them all fully painted.
Very good.
So that's my thing, is I wanted a fully painted Legio, even if it's not Solaria, because Solaria does take a bit more time to do. Because it sponges.
Does it, though?
It does, surprisingly.
I would have thought that'd just be a much faster scheme, since it's mostly stippling.
No. I mean, the Mortis is just plain red, plain black, gold trim. That's it.
I guess it's pretty easy when you get an airbrush.
Oh, it is. It is. Well, not even that. You can just prime it black and then do a single thin coat of Chaos Black over the panels.
It's actually
Black's all
Abaddon
done.
Black. Chaos
Oh,
Black
you're
doesn't
right.
exist anymore.
You're right. Oh, my God. But yeah. So, and then the red, you can prime those Mephiston red and then just do Mephiston over it, right? Whereas Solaria, there isn't really like a single can of spray. You can just be like, psh, nope.
And we're
I
done.
sprayed modded white. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it is really nice that all the Titans come, their armor plates are a separate, sprue. You can just spray
Yes.
whatever you need.
And I like that. And Austin pointed it out. Like they are potentially going to do armor upgrade sprues, because if you look, all the armor panels are on separate sprues. And I never clicked that together. And Austin, always thinking outside the box, I was like, that motherfucker's right.
Yep, the weapons and the armor plates are all on separate sprues. The
Yeah.
skeleton, in a stroke of genius, is just on its one, so it can be added to any other upgrade kit that they
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
And
vice
will
versa.
bet you all the dreadnoughts on this table that a Lucius pattern armor kit is coming
They should have stayed in the 90s
for Titans.
where they belong. I hate Lucius.
I do too. I'm not a huge
Yeah.
fan.
I love a Lucius.
Don't
Warhound.
at me.
I do like the Lucius Warhound because it's that good
No.
80s style sci-fi.
It just looks too much
machine.
like Mech Warrior. And Mech Warrior's stuck in the past to me. I just...
Boy, do I have a podcast for you.
Is there a Mech Warrior podcast you're talking about?
Sort of.
Oh, I'm good. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. I'm just not into Mech Warrior like that.
It's fine.
And I played MechWarrior Online, and even those robots, as cool as that is, it's just like so 80s.
Some people dig that.
Move with the times.
All right. So we talked about shirts.
Yeah.
What else do we have then?
Well, what
What are you guys reading?
we
You
were
guys
just
getting on
talking
Solar
shop.
Wars yet?
Not yet.
No, haven't. Man, I got to get back onto it. Had a long weekend, so I haven't been listening, unfortunately, because I listen on my commute.
Same here, yeah. So I didn't listen
I'm
at
at
all this week.
chapter 6 or 7, and so far, it's been awesome the entire way. Like, sometimes I find myself really just zoning out of audiobooks, and I find myself, man, I have not been listening to the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's the problem I have with
I've
them.
been
Like
staying
every
riveted.
step of the way, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this is no spoiler, but the way that they release the militia and the cults, the Iron Warriors do, and the way they treat their mortals, who we all know they're called the corpse grinders for a reason, right?
Right.
So when
Steven just perked up.
when the Iron Warriors start conducting void warfare, they kidnap a bunch of people, feed them friend zone through the air ducts, right? Have you gotten to that part?
No, I haven't.
And
That's
then
fine.
they just let them loose. They crash their transports into the station, and then once they kill everybody inside, they just open up the airlocks and vent all the mortals out to space. And they're like, good job, guys. Thanks. Boop, bye.
Maximum efficiency.
And it's like, damn.
Classic Iron Warriors.
It
really
is. They're
is.
just like, it's only 2 billion people. We're fine. Or 2 million, I think, is
2
what
million,
it was.
that's-
No, it was,
That's the collection on a Tuesday.
I think it was like over like 1 million mortals or whatever. When they started feeding them friend zone or whatever through the air ducts, they started killing each other. So by the time the landing ramps dropped, they'd already killed 10,000 of each other.
That's one of the crazy things I love about some of the battle accounts for Warhammer is like how many people died in World War II?
Yeah, exactly. And you're thinking like, oh,
That's over
Iron
the course of
Warriors-
the entire war.
the Iron Warriors just in 2 minutes were like, all right, vacuum them.
doubled it out.
Before lunchtime.
Yeah.
Bye.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we've never, I don't think any like human war has ever reached casualties in the billions.
No, that scale is so
And,
alien to us. Like,
Yeah,
we
what
can't
was
even
it,
comprehend
Malkador,
it.
the
Right,
first
like,
Lord of the
we're
Imperium.
laughing about it because we
Yeah.
can't comprehend it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems completely
The
impossible.
first Lord of the Imperium audiobook has the dying woman talking about how casualties in one of the war zones have already reached the billions. And she says, how can humanity possibly sustain those kinds of losses? Boy, have I got news for you.
Yeah. There's hundreds of billions of humans in the Imperial Navy alone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
You got whole countries that are just inside a single
Ship.
cruiser.
Yeah. And they're born and raised inside that cruiser.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's just baffling to think.
If
I
they're
got
lucky,
loads
that's
of
where
them.
they'll die.
Yeah.
I got to load this bad boy up with filk music.
Do not do that. Do not make me
Yes.
endure fuke music.
Yes. Look, we had to endure Lasrifle Gary.
Who was that?
That was the guy that was here while you
Oh,
were off taking a break.
Lasrifle Gary was not copyrighted.
That's true.
Yeah, filk music
I
is.
gotta
You'll have to do your own.
It's weird. It's weird. It's like most of the companies are like defunct. Like they don't even exist anymore. So I have no idea where it lands in the gray area of copyright rules.
Steven, have you gotten to try out the Dread list yet?
No, I was really hoping to do it tomorrow, actually. I'm off all day tomorrow, and no one accepted
I am working
my-
and I have Patty tomorrow. Otherwise, I totally would.
Listeners, if you want to try out a list against 3,000 points of 15 dreadnoughts, hit me up, because I'm looking for some people to test it against. It's either going to go really well or really
3,000
poorly.
points of dreadnoughts.
Yeah, it's 15 dreadnoughts.
Do you have a mortifactor? No, you can't have a mortifactor, right?
Nope, not if you're running
What?
Fury of the Ancients.
If you
But trust me,
can
we're
you
gonna talk about that when we get to generic Legion
Okay,
units.
okay. Well, we can talk about this beforehand, because let me ask something. With Fury of the Ancients,
You know,
are you not allowed to bring a Space Marine Allied detachment?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Because then I'd say, well, just run a mortifactor in your allied detachment of another Legion that you like.
It's true.
Just get a
And
bunch
I would.
of... I don't know. What's a good balance?
So you have to take one whole Talon, like you can't mix and match dreads.
Right.
Um,
But I mean, like, if you were going to choose a Legion, is there another Legion that you would want to run dreads with?
Dark Angels.
Oh, for the molecular acid shells.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Legions that have heavy bolter upgrades make the best use of Dread heavy lists because Dreadnoughts get heavy bolters for free.
Yeah.
Built in.
It's a whole lot of 36-inch strength 5 gun.
And you're just getting shrapnel shells for free.
And I'm just getting shrapnel shells for free, so eventually I'm going to pin somebody.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I thought I'd eventually pass an auto-simulacra roll, but I still have yet to do that. In the almost 5 years I've been playing this game, I've never passed an auto-simulacra roll.
Be sure to follow the Remembrancers Retreat on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at RR30K Podcast. And at the start of every month, we like to thank all of our patrons: Emily O'Hare, Gardener of the Tree of Woe, Joe from Music City Heresy, Chris Mack, and Alex Self. Thank you so much for your support. Your donations help keep this podcast running, and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you.